Hello everyone, hope you're having a great day. Today I have an art supply haul. Some of these are going to be part of an early Black Friday sale. I also have some beautiful items that were sent to me. Meeden has started their Black Friday event and they will be doing sales and giveaways all through the holidays. I will have all the information listed in the description box. I will also have a coupon for 12% off. It comes with a brass water cup. If you were looking for a splurge, this wooden walnut palette from Meeden is just as gorgeous as it gets. It's very beautiful. I'm a little speechless because it's just so beautiful. It comes with a nice natural squirrel hair brush. It has holes here on the side to put your brushes, but the nice part is it has the place here to put that, which is where I would want to put it most of the time. So there's some brass knobs here that essentially hold your paper down. This box is just lovely. This is by far the most luxurious box I've ever had. So this formula is, they're calling it semi-moist, which is nice because it re-wets beautifully. Now I do notice that there's several of these that aren't filled all the way. I've used it outside, and one of my favorite features is that this cup does close with the cup in there. I'm going to put some pictures in, but I did go ahead and set this up yesterday to try it out outside in my backyard. It had the mixing area here. I thought the brush was really nice. But if you are picky about watercolors, I think it's just like not my personal preference of colors because so many of them have added white. I feel like I have to use two hands to open it up, but also that's going to make it really sturdy if you're out in the elements. I really love the wooden palette itself and the brush and the cup. Put the pigment information here. They're saying these are artist grade watercolors. A lot of the pigment information, quite honestly, doesn't make this quite artist grade. I would say it's a premium watercolor set. I really wish they would have taken out one of these oranges and given us a magenta because, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I really need magenta in my palette or it's not a complete palette. Also, they added a lot of white in these. I don't know if they're using it for filler, but to be honest, I need to let you know. And the burnt sienna. I didn't care for it at all. I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just trying to be honest. So for me, I'll be able to take out probably these two colors. I don't know, this one or this one and the burnt sienna. And once I replace those, I think I will like it a lot more. But it's all personal preference. 100% cotton, that's from Meeden, which is my favorite paper for swatching and painting. I still, of course, love Arches, but I tend to use this first and then I go to Arches if I really like it and want to paint something. I really like the Meeden because I don't get precious with it. Also really enjoyed the synthetic brushes. These are going to be probably my new favorite synthetic brush, and I can't wait to use all of them. I've been mostly using the 5. You can get these as a set and they're really affordable. I already know I love this. This is the best, one of the best things that I didn't know I needed. So here's some artwork that I did. Arrtx has started their early Black Friday sales, so I will have the links in the description box. It looks like there's many items that are 20% off, so it's a great time if you wanted to try some Arrtx products. Arrtx has a new set of 60 colors, and these are the liquid ink markers that you don't have to pump these. You have to shake them a little bit, but added more colors. So we have 60 now instead of 36, and I think that's going to be great. So let's take a look. Okay. Ooh, look at this row. Pretty colors. Got some more skin tones this time and some pretty, oh, look at that burgundy. Let's just try that right now. I want to try that. That looks gorgeous. These are the liquid acrylics. So they have a beautiful liquid ink. They're much more juicy than the white barrel, which is good. They have a lid that kind of reminds me of Sharpie lids. And so you just have to press to get them off. And then this part actually twists off so you can see all the ink. Okay, so yeah. So you just remember before you take the lid off to go ahead and give these a little shake. And you hear the metal bearings in there. They each have a number. Oh, they don't have names still, but they have a number, so that's better than nothing. And then look at how juicier. Okay. That's a pretty color. And I asked for more deep red, so I'm really happy they gave us that. They also have a pretty plum color I want to try. Okay, I'll shake these better when I'm off camera. But see, I mean, I didn't even shake that all the way. Look at that. That's really pretty. These are going to be fun. Let's see what other colors. Okay, really pretty violets. Okay, so really pretty violets. The lids get in the way for organizing them. So I need to find a better way to organize them. So they've given you individual 4 trays. Okay, more blues and greens. Oh, look at all these pretty colors. Okay, so the last tray is kind of hard to get out, but it is removable, so that's nice. Here's the look at all the greens. So I'm going to swatch all these and share some artwork. You don't have to put any stickers on them. They have the number on them. You do need to make sure the lid is on all the way because you don't want these drying out. But they have cute little clouds and they're just really cute and they feel nice. See that lovely brush nib? It is, I think, a smaller brush nib. I have the new scenery set to compare it. All of the new acrylic markers from Arrtx that they've sent all have the number pre-printed on the bottom. And oh my God, I'm so excited. As much as I want a lot of colors, I don't want to put 120 stickers on them. So thank you, Arrtx. So look at this dark green. Already one of my favorite colors of the white barrel, dark forest green. It's really pretty. I don't know if it comes in this set, but I just wanted to show you the difference of the nibs. I've always been a big fan of the white barrel because you don't have to shake them or pump them, and they have a lot of colors. They're a little more dry, but I like that. I don't have to worry about them leaking or anything. Let me show you this one. This formula is a little more juicy, and it's hard to tell. I'll have to compare more, but I really love them both. I was hoping it would show more of a difference. I feel like there's more ink in these. These might wear out faster, but you get more colors. So I can't help you choose between the two. They're both really nice. With these, I think they're so easy because you can't mess up. Because if you mess up, you just paint over it again because they're so layerable. And I think that's what I love about them. To me, they're just like painting with gouache that's not messy. And if you're somebody like me who really likes fine detail, they're just so much fun because you literally can just go and do all the fine detail you want to do. You can use the really nice nib. The ink in this stays wet a little longer, so you have more time to blend it. I'm going to be sharing some beautiful products that I had ordered several months ago, and some of it was stuck in customs. You know, I had to go ahead and get this Schmincke watercolor palette. This is the Schmincke Horadam Pretty Pink palette, and it's a limited edition set. It has 15 half pans total, and it also has a Vinci brush. So this is... They've actually had a few limited editions and too many, and so it was really hard to choose which one I wanted. I still really want the gold one. And they had a really pretty owl one. I was really hoping they would go on Black Friday. So I did get this quite a while ago. I paid 75 euros, which was about $85 US, which I think that's the most I've ever spent on a Schmincke palette, if I remember right. I don't know if I should say prices anymore. So it's a beautiful pink palette. It's pretty much, it's like a hot pink. Very, very bright pink. And let's open it up. And so it has, so this set comes with 15. It comes with 12, you know, basic mixing colors, and then it has 3 extra colors. And I thought that was really, really sweet. It also comes with a pretty Da Vinci brush that's pretty pink. And it's synthetic. It's just very pretty. It's actually very lightweight, but it is a number 2 Da Vinci brush. It is synthetic, but I can't remember what it's supposed to imitate. I need to know if it's gonna stain. So if anybody uses this, if this is gonna stain, then that's gonna bother me. So it does come with a swatch chart. It's on really thin paper, so I'll swatch on better paper today. So this set comes with chromium yellow, hue lemon, pure yellow, quinacridone red light, ruby red, ultramarine finest, heliocerulean, Prussian green, phthalo green, yellow raw ochre, transparent brown, green umber, natural gray, brilliant opera rose, purple magenta, and quinacridone violet. So it's a really beautiful set. Schmincke is one of my favorite brands. Schmincke or Daniel Smith are probably my top 2, and I'm always going back and forth. I like Schmincke because they re-wet so easily. I don't know when the prices went up, but I did check recently and I saw like to get cobalt turquoise, it was going to be like $25 for 1 tube. If you're new with the love, I'm just going to tell you, there's no watercolor out there that is worth significantly more than any other brand. Like, just get whatever brand is closest to where you live, the most affordable, that's artist grade, and then get a dot card and see which colors you like to try another brand. That's really the way I still recommend doing it. I've tried almost every brand. There's no brand that is worth paying double. Even my precious Schmincke, it's not worth it. So I don't want you guys to get scammed, and I just love Schmincke. I love their limited edition palettes with their pretty palettes. Every single color is easy to re-wet. They're beautiful and their quality is consistent. So let me open all of these up and we will swatch them out really quick. I'm going to open one on camera. Now Schmincke does list their color name in 3 languages, luckily, because it's a German company. And they have all the light fast information. They have the color number, the opacity, all the information you need is on the pan. Really easy to read. And here's the pigment information. This one is PR255, PB60, and PO62, and then made in Germany. Schmincke's half pans are actually a bit different size than others. They're a little more square, a little more perfect white, and yeah, Holbein to me has the next perfect. Actually, Holbein may be better because Holbein actually puts the name on there for you. I really appreciate that. It's a teeny thing, but I just wanted to mention it. All right, so I have taken all of my pans out and I'm going to go ahead and put them in, but I did want to show, let me go ahead and push all these down. When you do get a new Schmincke palette, you need to pull these metal tabs down. That is they're adjustable, and then all you do is pull them down, and then you simply put the pan in like that. See how it's up like that? And then you just push it in just a little bit. That will snap it into place really easy. See there? It sits at an angle and then it's in properly and it's not going anywhere. I've seen a lot of people say they slide around. That's just because you have to pull the metal tab down far enough. And if you don't have it down far enough, it won't snap into place. But you want to hear that click, and that's how you know. And then it's really easy. You just see that? That's it. So I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of these in and we'll swatch all of these out. So I'm going to be swatching on some Meeden 100% cotton cold pressed paper. And this is also where I keep all of my most recent artwork that I created. This one I shared part of this in a video with some light wish paints, and I went on top with Derwent drawing pencils, and I'm really loving how that turned out. I need to work on that more. Let me go ahead and swatch these out. I'm just going to swatch them quickly. I'm not going to worry about having any fancy anything. I just want you guys to see the beautiful colors. I really like when they do special palettes like these that have kind of special colors. So first we have Chromium Yellow Hue Lemon. It's made with PY 175. And next is Pure Yellow. It's made with PY 154, and it's one of my favorite yellows from Schmincke. It's just a beautiful, beautiful color. Next is Quinacridone Red Light, and this is made with PR 207. Next is Ruby Red PB19. Next is Ultramarine Finest, and Schmincke actually has 3 ultramarines. They're all made with PB29, except for their ultramarine, which also has the phthalo blue. I actually like their French ultramarine, their best, because that's granulating and it's really pretty. This one is their ultramarine that does not have any granulation. So apparently one of my friends said that people use that for skin tones. Next is Helios Cerulean, which would be their phthalo blue. It's made with PB 15:3, of course. And then next we have Prussian Green. I'm really glad they included this in the set because a lot of times they just have kind of standard boring boring colors, and I'm so over those. So really glad to see some different colors. This is kind of like a phthalo turquoise. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. So that is made with PG7 and PB60, which is their Delft Blue. And really pretty color. Next is Phthalo Green, standard mixing color, made with PG7. Just a really good mixing color, and theirs is non-staining. So that is really great. If you do leaves and foliage and that kind of things, it's really great to go and lift the colors out. All right, next we have Yellow Raw Ochre, made with PY42 and PY43. It looks like it's fairly transparent. A lot more transparent than their normal yellow ochre. Can't quite get enough. Really pretty though. For a yellow ochre, I like how transparent that is. Transparent Brown is made with PBR41, and I didn't quite get enough water on my brush. Next is Green Umber. Don't think I'm going to like, but we all like different things. Yeah. Ugh. This is not my cup of tea, but maybe this would be good for a landscape artist. And all of these are re-wetting really nice. That's what I love most about Schmincke, is how well they re-wet, and they're consistent, and years later they all work perfectly. I haven't had very many quality issues like I have with other brands. So after a few years, their browns don't even work. Neutral Gray is, I have not tried this color. This is a new color to me. Oh, look at that. That's actually pretty. That's kind of like a Payne's Gray, but it looks like it has violet almost undertones, because it's made with PR 255, PB60, and PO62. That's really pretty. So the only trouble with Schmincke now is that they are so expensive. I think these limited edition sets, if they're in your price range, are the best way to go. I'm very glad I have my collection already. I don't know what I'd be doing. I think I'd just take the trip to Germany to buy them. This is Brilliant Rose. Oh wow, look at that. I don't use this color very often, and every time I swatch it, I think I need to use that, but it's not light fast, so I never keep it in a palette or anything. So that's what's fun about this palette. It just kind of makes you try new colors and try new mixes and get out of your comfort zone, which I'm very for. Next is Purple Magenta. This is made with PR 122. That's usually my favorite magenta. It's really nice. I'm using a new Da Vinci Cosmetop Spin, which was my favorite swatching brush, but this is new, and it's like, it's not broken in yet or something. I don't know. Next we have Quinacridone Violet, which is PV19, and get a little more water. It's really pretty. In case somebody watches this after this limited edition palette isn't around, let me go ahead and just quickly swatch. These are kind of my favorite colors, and I don't want to make a video about it because, quite honestly, Schmincke is just so expensive now here in the US and at Jackson's. When I started collecting them, they were $3 to $5 a half pan at Jackson's, and that was without a sale. I really like their Quinacridone Magenta. It's made with PR 202, but I just want to show you for comparison with the Quinacridone Magenta is made with PR 202. It's actually more light fast than the Purple Magenta. I believe this is only 3 stars and this is 4 stars. But you should always check pigment information and light fast information before you order. Don't just go on the swatches. Swatches only tell half the story, but they do tell you pretty colors you want to try. So also I want to show French Ultramarine because they have a really nice French Ultra. It's actually my favorite, I think, out of all the brands, but I need to actually compare them. But you don't have to spray them first or anything. Here's the French Ultramarine, and I'm going to add a little more water so you can see the granulation. In fact, I probably messed up my swatch, but I'm okay with some extra colors because I make so many different palettes, and one of them is like my current favorite hits from Schmincke, which is all my favorite colors currently. I just happen to find trying all the brands and all the colors extremely fun. It's completely not necessary. Really pretty colors. Of course, I really love the Quinacridone Violet and the Prussian Green. I love that they gave us a pure yellow because that's a really good. And I love that there was a transparent ochre, actually. The gray was very fun to try, but now that it's dried, these two colors do nothing for me. Oh, I don't know. I'll have to try them with mixes. I can't wait to paint with this set and see the mixes I can make. And it does leave you 9 extra spaces to add more colors. Pick my favorite colors and I'll probably make this my spring palette. I still love it. It was keeping me up at night, so I knew I needed to get it or I was going to pay more on eBay. So then when you need extra colors, they'll go on the bottom. That's great. I love that they did. See here, I did pick out some individual colors that I thought I would want. So the extra colors that I chose that I thought I might need, the full sticks feel really nice in your hand. I will say that. So they have the name and they have the light fast information. I don't know if it's coming through. And my battery's about to die. They have the name. This is Lemon Yellow. It's 3 stars for light fast rating. It also has the number so you can order it. Oh, look how pretty. And wait, made in China? What? I didn't realize these were made in China. That makes me kind of sad. Not only because I didn't, now don't get me wrong, I get lots of stuff from China. They make good products, but I don't know. Mostly, I'm afraid now China is going to have the recipe and somebody's going to steal it and then they're going to dupe Sennelier. And I don't want Sennelier getting their stuff stolen because I love Sennelier. I will swatch all of these and I will share the swatches. So I have some Pastel Matte and then I also have some UArt. So one of these should work. I'll share some swatches with Neo Arts. It's just literally my first time trying them, sharing my first impressions, and I hope I can save you a lot of money. I know sometimes I enable you, but hopefully I save you as much as I enable you. Okay, so this is Purple Violet, and it's one of the colors I thought I would need. And it does, let's see, where's the pigment information? It should list the pigment information, right? I see the light fastness, but I cannot see the pigment information. Maybe it's there and I just can't see it. All right, so first we have Purple Violet. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's really lovely. And I have not used them very much. I've only used them a little bit. Here's Lemon Yellow. All right, they feel nice. But the thing is, that one was a little scratchy here and there, but that can depend on your pigment. This one doesn't want to go. But these are woodless, and that was what sold me because, well, actually, I was sold just because they were Sennelier, let's be real. But I thought I wouldn't have to worry about sharpening because that is the problem. That is why I don't use pastel pencils very much. I don't want to use a razor blade and sharpen them. So I use them until I need to sharpen them, and then I put them back in my drawer. So I'm hoping. All right, let's try again. No, I guess it wasn't that. I was thinking maybe the factory put a coating or something on it. They feel really nice in your hand. And this is Carmine. I don't know if I mentioned that. It shows 3 stars for light fastness rating. I like that it looks like it's easy to peel off. It looks like they've left notches to peel it off easy. And you can use it mess free because they're hard. They're not dusty. I love that. Let's try a different paper. I don't know. I'll just give you my first impressions. No. Okay, never mind. I'm not liking them enough to waste this piece of paper. I'm sure it's because I need to try different paper. Okay, let me show you one of my favorite colors. Oh yeah, look at that. All right. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so if I was doing this over, I would have just got this color. This is, I can't read what color it is, but it looks like maybe Caput Mortem. I'm sure these are lovely. All right, let's try some of this Canson Mutines paper. These are just the cutest thing ever. I love them just the way they look. But I am having a hard time reading the labels on the half sticks. On the full sticks, it's really easy, but just the half sticks. I'm just going to go ahead and use my little flashlight and see if I can see it easier. I wanted to tell you this color is my favorite. I just see made in China. Maybe they don't have color names on the little ones. They didn't have color names or numbers on the half sticks. That's so when you want to reorder, you still kind of have to guess which one is which for the browns. So I really need the color number at least on there. I don't see it. I don't know. Maybe it's too small and maybe I'm just missing it. So I'm kind of surprised, but they are so cute and I can't wait to play with them. Let's just do a little bit of blending. I think these are going to work well if you use fine grit paper, but I am using, this is sandpaper, so it's not archival paper. I thought it worked okay with the Canson B10s, which is probably what I will, but I can't wait to try it with all different papers. But so far I've enjoyed it most on this sandpaper. It's not archival, but it's P1500 is what it works wet and dry. I'm very surprised. So I don't know how light fast these are. The yellow, the orange, the pink seemed fine. This yellow, the lemon yellow, I was surprised. 3 of these glow, meaning they have fluorescence in them, and I was surprised. So if you were selling your artwork, I would highly recommend you triple check the light fast information because I was surprised. I wasn't expecting. I just did it by accident trying to find the label names. Maybe these are more for mixed media artists. Now it's going to be great for me, somebody like me. I love playing with color, so I'm going to love these. But if you are a serious artist selling your artwork, I think I would make sure and just try a few open stock. I'll make a review for these after I've used them for a while. They are so cute, and quite honestly, I still want to try more colors. So I can't wait to try these on some proper paper and make some actual artwork and everything. So if you've used these, please let me know what you think. If you found a paper that you enjoyed using these that's not super expensive. I'm so excited. I received the new Holbein watercolor pencils, a set of 50, and these are not available yet, but they should be available soon. And I'm finally getting a chance to unbox them and try them out. So it comes in a nice sturdy cardboard box, and it comes with the pamphlet, $50 watercolor pencils. They also offer a set of 24 colors. It has all of the light fast information, and the pigment information is supposed to line up with the watercolor line. And it includes a color swatch, so we can swatch all of these out. So pretty, and they smell so good. All right, so I want to go ahead and swatch all of these out and go ahead and start trying them. So let's go ahead and swatch out all these Holbein watercolor pencils. This is a 50 set, and this is currently, I think, the full selection that they have currently from Holbein. The thing you need to remember with Holbein is you do need to triple check about the light fast information, because they have beautiful products, but light fastness is not their #1 goal, I don't think. Let's go ahead and see if I can swatch these. I wanted to make pretty swatches, so I tried to use a stencil, but I don't know if it's really going to work. I did not do my swatches like when I paint with these. I pressed really hard. I was just trying to do it fast. I think I'll share the swatching in another video if I do a review. I'm just going to share the dried swatches. I'll swatch a few with you, and then for the sake of time, so there are the colors all swatched out. They're almost dry. I think most of you should really just consider getting a few first before you buy the full set, but I'm not going to take your happiness away if you're like me and you really just want that full set. You guys will have to let me know if you're planning on getting these when they come to the US. They have some really unique colors, and that's where I think they shine, but they do have several of these that are not very light fast. Ultramarine Deep was the only one after swatching it that was disappointing to me. It didn't seem that pigmented, and certainly doesn't look like Ultramarine Deep to me. But they have so many other pretty colors. The Payne's Gray is pretty, the Indigo, the Marine Blue, the Horizon Blue, the Turquoise Blue, the Shadow Violet. Oh, not Shadow Violet, Shadow Green. I really love that the lavender. I mean, it's just going to be really pretty, and the fact that these coordinate with their watercolors is really fun and really pretty to me. I also really like this Quinacridone Scarlet, and the Opera. I don't think I have that color in a watercolor pencil yet, but I will be probably at some point. I will make a review. These are not going to be the new best watercolor pencil in the market. Let me just start with that. Spoiler, they're not. They're nice. They're going to be great. I think they're going to be great for people who love Holbein, like me, who really love Holbein products. So I can't wait to make some artwork and play more with those. But I did want to leave you with the swatches at least.